sports. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Looking for a productive play on first down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. It's still third and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
And how about a decision time right off the jump. Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
Trying to get to him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ford. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Stopped after making the catch. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. To the air, it's Leonard. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Escapes the sack. They're trying to get to him. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw it. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Looking downfield, it's Leonard. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with this target.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Coming after him. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He wants to throw it again. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Notre Dame lines up quickly. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense. Defense getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down and run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job in the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after.
He's going to fire deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Leonard. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he hauls it in at the 25. Notre Dame right back to the line.
At the 25-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Easy. Tuna. Double right.
He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
At the 11-yard line. And a 1st down for the offense.
Timber.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Here we go. Gorilla.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Alabama. Notre Dame.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Ford. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this 1st drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
And there's a couple parts to the lateral, right? It's when the guy's pitching it and you're hitting him and causing a bad pitch, or it's just a pitch. But either way, trying to get hands on the football, trying to disrupt the timing of the pitch, disrupt the timing of the catch. That job on the defense, getting to the carrier fast to make something happen.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Getting some heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
On 1st down from their own 22. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got the tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's got it inside the 35. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 28, Notre Dame 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the 4th quarter. There is no let-up.
Motion from the offense. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll...
Diving for the score, and the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right move.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He fires it out to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Leonard. Buys a little time with his feet. Escapes the sack. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. Wide open, he makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
First and goal, Notre Dame.
Power ahead. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get sacked. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball hand.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it. Couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll ride the hot hand. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And it's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a whole...
Fires one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end,